Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to EU4. So, last time, at the end of our Manchuria campaign, I said that we were going to play a custom nation this time, specifically a West Aryan, which is technically this culture group over here, starting over here, and our goal would be to conquer our way over here and then proceed to unify India. A worthy cause, really. And in addition, we're playing as a Zoroastrian nation, which I've so originally called Zoroastria. And effectively, our goal here, early game at least, is going to be just to survive, because effectively everyone around us hates us to start off with. Like, absolutely hates us. And will want our death as soon as, as soon as humanly possible. So, first of all, I'm going to do this, so I can give this to the merchant guilds. This can go to the nobles, which apparently did not satisfy them at all, so this can also go to the nobles, and this can go to the clergy. Probably going to be a bit dangerous setting things up like that, but that's what I'm going to do. That is my decision, and I'm going to stick with it. I want to be even riskier and try to bump us over 75%. Do I really have... And let's see here. That'd be set. You know what? We can do it. 77%, get 150 admin right out of the gate. Of course, we're immediately going to get a bad event that's going to be like, oh, well, now the clergy wants more influence, or else we'll take away like 5 million stability, or something to that effect. Again, like, wait, no, this would probably put me over 75%, and I don't want to risk that, so... Alright, 57, 67, 77. Alright, that worked out. Now we can demand... delicious stuff, and apparently you're the only one who dropped below. Alright, well. Better to learn these lessons now, I guess. And first things first, we would like our missionary strength guy at half cost. We would like our, I guess, spy network construction speed. Why not? And also national no, actually, extra land force limit would probably be better. We are losing money right now, but once I turn this off and also do this, we should be okay. Possibly. Maybe. At least for a while. We're not immediately planning to go to war with anyone. In fact, first of all, we want to do this, and then, of course, we want to start fabricating claims on our immediate rivals, and hope that Korokoinlu and Georgia don't murder me in the meanwhile. The Timurids usually start looking towards attacking India first, so hopefully I don't have to worry about them. But you never know. They might decide to surprise me this time. I wouldn't really like that. I mean, it's good. All our rivals are touching us, basically, so... And, of course, we're gonna have to worry about the Ottomans, no doubt. Though, I suppose, technically, if I can conquer, like, all in here in a reasonably fast time frame, that'll force the Ottomans to go to war with, like, Europe instead, which means they should have a somewhat harder time. Though, then I'll still be stuck between the Ottomans, the Timurids, the Mamluks, and, like, all the hordes up here, so... We're gonna be in for a rough start, but if we can survive it, we should be okay. What's this? Bohemia has laid claim to Brandenburg. Alright. That's, possibly gonna lead to an interesting campaign. Malton has accepted the demand for the... Oh, wow. Oh, the Timurids didn't even go to war. And of course, they're touching me, so they might decide to go to war for me. Because usually, that's how the Timurids open their wars. Or they open the game, is by going to war with Malton. Instead. Okay, so the Timurids have warned me not to go to war with anyone they border, so that means no Tabaristan. But, as you can see here, Shirvan is allied with Tabaristan. They are also sucking up to the Ottomans, which kind of scares me, to be entirely honest with you. And normally I pick the accumulate money mission, but I have neglected to actually grab that, apparently, this time. I'll do that. And then we'll start fabricating the claims. Again, we're probably not going to go to war until the Renaissance hits. Or wait, did I actually say that? I forget whether I said that. But before, while we're just ticking a long time, let's look at some of our ideas. Oh, Ladakh. Okay, good for them. So we started off with lowered land maintenance and core creation. If we finish all our ideas, we get extra attacks, which, you know, by the time we get to that point in the game, we probably won't really need it, but I guess it could help. We get some discipline, missionary strength, because we're playing as a religion that, to my knowledge, doesn't have a lot of, like, positive missionary strength stuff. Extra promoted cultures, because we're in an area of the world where we don't actually have anyone who accepts us, so we'll probably need that. Aggressive expansion, that would probably be useful earlier. National unrest, also probably useful earlier. Some extra morale, and some trade efficiency, because who doesn't like trade efficiency? Conquer Kakheti, which is here. Rival of rival. I mean, I'm actually planning... No, they hate me. That's a terrible idea. Cancel this. It's going to be interesting, really, to see how this turns out. Yeah, I'm going to get claims on all these provinces. At some point, I have no doubt that Persian, separatist, Timurid tribes and all kinds of other stuff are going to come exploding out of here. And in fact, in a previous attempt I was doing, it actually resulted in my entire army getting stack wiped in the middle of a battle. Fortunately, I won the war because I'd already taken out the enemy army, but it was still very, very inconvenient for me. Being a traitor, don't really need that, but you know, thanks nonetheless, I guess. Alright. Now also, fortunately, Korakoinlu is really unstable, so with any luck, they'll just explode on themselves. But since they have not actually declared war and they're just sitting right here, I can't help but feel they're probably going to go to war with me as soon as they can. Which actually happened once in one of my attempted starts here. Oh no, Korakoinlu went to war with Georgia. Good for them. Conquer Gillen. Alright, so that'll give me something to do. And let's hire some more infantry up to our force limit. And again, I'm probably going to wait until 1450. Probably. But maybe not. Oh, did you win? Oh shit. Timurids are doing scary well. Like, normally they've exploded by now. They have not exploded. But the fact they're allied with Ak Koinlu means that, theoretically... I mean, the Ottomans will probably just force them to break their alliance, which is kind of silly. But, because I never seem to be able to do that when I'm far more powerful than people, but oh well. Anyway, that's just me complaining. But, yeah, they'll probably just force them to break their alliance and then annex them anyway, but you can see. Ah, the War of the Roses is happening. Really good. Alright. We also have a 666 leader, so that's pretty good, if I do say so myself. And basically, all we're doing here is we're just saving up a bit of a cushion of money here, because we're probably going to need it. Also, this is really useful. Getting to military tech 4 first gives us a considerable advantage over these guys, because it gives us extra morale, extra tactics, which means we do more damage to their units as we're fighting. Generally, good stuff. You'll also notice, I'm assuming because Shirvan is right on my border, that we're building up far faster. Either that, or Tveristan is doing counter-espionage or something. Also, Korakoinlu is exploding on itself. Though Georgia is still being destroyed, unfortunately. Suppose I could declare war on Korakoinlu, get permission through Georgia, maybe. They are my rivals, so they probably wouldn't. And kill them that way. But, you know what, I'll let that play out. It scares me, but I'll let it happen. Let's see. Alright. I mean, I guess I don't mind losing legitimacy. That's not the worst thing in the world. There we are. We're also ahead of time, so we're getting a bit of extra money and stuff, which is always cool. And who doesn't like money, right? Alright, so the Timurid tribes have broken free, and as we can see here, there is a bit of Persia happening here. Also, half of my provinces are Persian cores. That's not one of my cores. So there is a possibility any Persian rebels will end up being problematic for me as well, which is less than ideal, but what are you going to do, right? Alright, there we go. I think it's time for war. Also, our ruler is a duchess, and she is 43 years old. We have no heir still, which is mildly scary, but I figure this early in the game, it's not going to make or break us to be in such a situation. Also, our first plan of attack is immediately stack wipe Shirvan, then come back here. Hopefully, Tveristan marches in to my mountains and I can crush them. And I'm reasonably confident this will all work out exactly as I have foreseen. If I call Tveristan as a co-belligerent, that'll allow the Timurids to come in. So I wonder. If I do that, yeah, Timurids will come into the war at this point. Unfortunate for me, but oh well. Take Shirvan. So, kill them, and then come back here and fight Gazimluk. Kill them. Kill them all. Let's see, they're going to get here on the 1st. I'm going to get here on the 10th. You know what? I'm going to sit here for a tick. If they go to my capital, then I will get the mountain bonus. I don't want to get the negative bonus myself on that, or the penalty for being in the mountains. Oh, they're going to attack me into the mountains. Well, I'll get the mountain. Oh, wait, this is dry lands. Never mind. That actually won't cause me... Is there a penalty? Is there a penalty for dry lands? No, it's flat. So basically, they just killed themselves for no reason. Having said that, I'm going to wipe out... I'm going to take these guys out first before I worry about them. Oh, didn't I tell you we were going to get a Triumph of the Clergy event? Of course we were. This event always fires. I mean, let's see here. 77. So this will be 87, which means we'll get 2 points every thing. Yeah, I'll just do this instead. Don't know why I lose stability over that, but I do, so I guess I just have to accept it. That's life. Alright, good. So we've completely murdered them. So let us do this. We are losing money. This was not the best start I could have hoped for, especially considering the fact that in some of my other starts I don't get that Triumph of the Clergy event. But you don't always get what you want in life, so sometimes you just have to play the ball as it lies and just be happy that at least you're not dead, I guess. That's one way to look at it. Anyway, looks like Korakoinlu is going to win, and they're probably going to take Georgia as a vassal. Hopefully Georgia is rebellious, though. And meanwhile, Crimea is eating Circassia, so that's also scary. Especially if, later on, Crimea becomes a vassal of... who's his face? The Ottomans. Yes. That would be very bad for business. Oh, good. I have an heir who sucks. It was a great disappointment. I'm not afraid to let them know that. They are an absolute disappointment. They have shamed the family. They can go die in a ditch somewhere. So speaks the Duchess. Also, we're Western, because I wanted Western units just because. Now, I actually hear, apparently, early game at least, like Native American units are actually considerably more powerful. Wow, you've... Oh, here's the Renaissance. Delightful. Alright, so you guys have a lot of money. I'm gonna take all that money. I'm also gonna take some war reparations. I wait a month, it'll be okay. Alright. Is this into the mountains? I think it is. Nope, it's dry lands. Alright, so we'll kill them again. Which is good for business. Where are you going? You are... Yes, they are wandering off into their own country. Good. Alright. Overall, life is grand and works out exactly the way you want. Especially in such situations as that. If I could release Persia without losing half my country in the process, I'd probably take that. What's this? Religious unity, you say? Okay, I suppose I could theoretically do that someday. 50 prestige would result in 100 admin points, which is a bad deal when you think about it. But I'll leave that for now. I'll wait for my guys to reinforce. Might take a few thousand years. Oh, good, look at this. Oh, and as long as Georgia keeps their capital. Alright, so... Yeah, Korakoinlu is basically, put it gently, screwed. Put it less gently, they're absolutely fucked. But, yeah. Overall, it works out in my favor, so I am glad that's a thing. Plus, Georgia's probably been softened up a little bit with that whole war, so I can take that to my advantage. Hopefully. Probably. Definitely. What's this? Long-term investment? Yes. Right, I'm just waiting until the war is over, so I'll probably get some other cool mission. Really wish I'd got at least one siege tick there. That would have been nice. And actually... Now, you know what? I like the fact that I've got what I've got. And one of my ministers... Oh my god. The Inquisitor died immediately. Cancel that. Alright, pick the cheap minister. There we go. Hopefully he's not of the sinister variety. That would be unfortunate. Then again... Also, Zoroastrianism seems to be, based on the flavor text I've read in this and in Crusader Kings 2, it seems to be a particularly interesting religion for many reasons. It also encourages incest, which is just kind of a oh by the way sort of thing. I feel like I sounded too excited about that now that I think about it. Like, oh yeah, it's a religion that encourages incest. Hooray! Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that one. Just that it's fallen definitely into the creepy territory, I would have to guess. If I do say so myself. Alright, so, come home, give me all your money and all your land. Like so. You don't have much money. It's disappointing. Only 7 power projection? My goodness, I need better rivals, clearly. I'm gonna core Shirvan. I'm not gonna core this, because as you can see here, these are as a Kumukin separatists. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna declare war on... Nope, no, never mind. I'm not gonna do that at all, because they're allied with the Great Horde. Which probably means these jerks are gonna declare war on me, and their big buddy, the Great Horde, is gonna go ahead and also declare war. Very unfortunate for me, frankly. And with that in mind, I should probably just raise things a little bit. Convert Shirvan, remove Tabaristan. I mean, is there any chance of converting Shirvan anytime in the near future? Not bloody likely. Alright, I'll just core everything, I guess. Why not? And because it's going to be a while, and I don't like any of those missions, I'm going to just flip-flop on that. Part of me says I should go to war with Korokoinlu. They are allied with Crimea, and I don't really want them to... Oh! They're a vassal of Crimea. That's also not good. Not good at all. Alright. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, I think I want to go to war with Georgia, to be honest. I mean, they're losing their war, technically. But... No, you sit there. Alright. Also, because we're sitting relatively pretty right now, I figure we should do this, and I want to eventually take this away from the clergy. Probably. But I think what I'm going to do right now, we're going to pop the Renaissance here once we've cored it. I think that sounds reasonable. Probably. Maybe. Possibly. Actually, then again, is there any, like, really good land? Because I know that, actually, I'd see it right here. Let's see here. Mountains and regular development. Oh, actually, Burgers lowers development, so... Okay. And let's see, what would this... I can't see. I kind of wish it would show me the modifiers for development ahead of time. That's okay. For now. At any rate. Oh, right. I need new rivals. You know what? I'm gonna make Korokoinlu my rival. Because why not? Right? I mean, they look like they're in a position of weakness, which is good for me. And again, if I can, I really should lock off the Ottomans as soon as possible. Still not cored. I could make this into a state if I want it, but I don't want to. Now is not the time to do that. Anyway, overall, rival of our rival. Let's see, Trebizond. Sure, I'll make Trebizond love me. Why not? Also, fabricate a claim on you, just so that I have the opportunity to go to war with them if I really want to at some point. And let's see, we'll improve relations. Hopefully, we can get it to a good spot. We can fabricate a claim over here. And we'll wait a little bit before immediately going to war. But I'm gonna raise that as well, I guess. I mean, it's not really gonna slow things down that much, but might as well. Just to make things a little bit easier on myself. Also, when are you gonna finish coring? Like 5 million years from now, probably? Not quite 5 million, but close enough. Whoa, why is my corruption suddenly going up? I have no idea what that was all about, but that was just silly. Anyway, overall, life goes on. We're doing well. We should be able to get Trebizond in here. We can actually upgrade again if I really want. I mean, I suppose I could just... Maybe it would just make more sense to upgrade my capital. And it'd cost more, but... You know what? I'm going to do this instead. Bit crazy, I know. But then again, my capital will never ever go to an estate, so it'll always be at maximum value. Now, I also know what you're probably thinking. Gaslight, wasn't that kind of silly? I mean, you only have 3 tech penalty right now. It wouldn't have been better to get up to the next level in all these techs so you'd at least have the ahead of time bonuses? The answer is probably, but I'm not going to sweat over tiny details like that. Mostly also because I just want to get the Renaissance as soon as possible, even though it's not a race. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But, yeah, I think it is also time... You know what? No, I'm going to let this episode go on a bit longer, because I think I started the timer early. But we are getting close to a point where it would probably be a good idea to wrap things up a little bit. Let's see. I really want to give either of these provinces to the nobles, to be honest with you. Especially because it's going to pop them over the 81% threshold. Then again, once I go to war with Georgia, then, actually, I guess that kind of makes the war with Georgia very important to get over with right now, doesn't it? So, let's do it. Hi, Georgia. It is wartime. Alright. That worked out rather well. Mostly. I think. Yes, look at that. I mean, they're only free military tech. We got the Glory Seeker. Tabaristan is no longer a valid rival. Really good. Everything worked out. Armenian separatists. Wait. I think Armenia has a core here? Well, they do. They don't have cores anywhere else by the looks of it, so we're pretty good. I might even release Georgia as a vassal when we're done. Maybe. That feels like it might be a good idea. Possibly. The Iberian... Wow, that's pretty early for the Iberian wedding, but I mean, who am I to judge? Anyway, I think this is a good spot now, like 1 minute later, to wrap this episode up, so I think we'll end things here for the time being. So, this is the beginning of a new series, so it is extra special important to like, comment, and just generally share your thoughts and let me know what is going on with you and whether you like the direction we are going in the comments below. And aside from that, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.